This video will show you the basics of using Blackboard Collaborate Ultra, and here's what will be covered in this video. When you're looking at your course menu, if you already have a Collaborate link, this may be pointing to the old tool. If it is, you'll see a gray box with a slash across it. If you click on the old tool, you'll see videos you've recorded in the past. What you want to do is create a new tool link for Collaborate Ultra. To do this, go to the top and click the plus symbol and choose to add a new tool link. Then you'll want to type in a name for your tool link, such as Collaborate Ultra, and then from the list, select Collaborate Ultra and make it available and add your new tool link. After it's added, when you click on it, it'll take you to the Collaborate Ultra screen. After you've opened Collaborate Ultra, what you'll need to do to add a new session is to go to this plus sign symbol up in the top right corner and press it to create a session. Give a name to your session. And then fill in the event details. So you'll start by putting in a start time and date and an end time and date for your new session. Please note that if you want to preload content to share with your class, such as a PowerPoint presentation, you'll need to change the start time to before you want the session to start. Then upload the content, exit back out, and change the time again to when you actually need the session to start. You can also choose to keep it an open session or to repeat a session. You can also allow early entry up to an hour before the start time. You can also add a description. If you need to give a guest access to the session, go ahead and check this box here. Choose a role for your guest, and then remember to share this link with them so they can join the session. The next area is for session settings. You'll want to remember to check this box that says Allow Recording Downloads. Otherwise, users will not be able to download the recorded video afterwards. Some other options you can give your participants are to share their audio, share their video, post chat messages, and draw on the whiteboard. You can also change these settings after you are already in the session. So when you're done setting up your session, go ahead and choose Save, and you'll see that your session has been added to the list here. If you need to change some of the settings, you can always go back in by pressing the three-dot button over here and editing your settings. When you're ready, click on the session you want to start. And when you do that, it'll open in a new window. Just give it a couple of seconds for it to load the session for you. One of the first things you'll want to do when you open a session is to go up to this sandwich-looking menu in the top left-hand corner and choose Start Recording. That way, students can download this video after the session. If you look down here at the bottom, you have an option for sharing your audio, and that will just share your audio. If you also want to share video, you'll also have to click on Share Video. So when you click on that, it'll use the webcam on your laptop. And when you click on the audio button, it'll just share the audio. If students have a question during the session, they do have the option to raise their hand, and they would click this button down here, the raise hand icon. And when they click on that, you'll get notifications that they're raising their hand, and they will show up in the order that they were clicked. Over here on the right with the Collaborate Ultra symbol, if you click on that, that'll open the Collaborate panel. If you enable the chat feature, you can type into the chat. The icon next to the chat one that has the 2 people on it, this will open your participant list so you can see who is currently in the session and the role that they have. The next icon over is for you to share content. You can share a blank whiteboard, and it gives you options to draw on it. You can add some shapes. If you want to do desktop sharing, you could choose Share Application to share your screen. You can also share files. Right now the supported files are images, PowerPoint, and PDF files. But you can add those up here if you want to share files with the participants. You can also do polling. And you can also do breakout groups. Now if you do the breakout groups with less than 4 people in each group, you'll have to manually put them into a group. And then when you want those breakout groups to be done, you'll have an option to pull everyone back into the main room. Now if you want to change some of the settings that you initially set up, you can click on this gear icon and you can change the settings again. For example, if you want to take the chat away and take video away and just have them share audio, you can make some changes. And then when you're done with the session, go back up to the sandwich menu again and hit stop recording. And then you would go back up here again and leave the session when you're done. And then it'll ask you to rate how the audio and video was if you want to do that as well. To view your recordings, go up to the sandwich-looking menu up here and click on it, and then choose Recordings. If you want to watch the recording again, you would click View Recording, and it'll open in a new window. You can also download the file as an MP4. That's what this symbol shows. And it'll open in the default media player on your computer. If you want to delete a recording, just press the trash can icon and then hit Yes, Delete. Remember that when you are setting up your session, if you chose to not allow to download recordings, this option to download the MP4 will not be here. You can link to your recordings in any of your content areas. Go to the sandwich-looking menu up at the top, and then choose Recordings. What you want to do is to right-click on View Recordings. So you either right-click on your mouse, or if you're using a Mac, hold down the Control key and then press View Recording, and then you'll want to select Copy Link Address. Next, choose the content area where you want to paste the link. So for this example, we'll go to Chapter 1. Go to Build Content, and then Web Link. Type in a name for your video. And then that link you copied, you're going to want to paste it here for the URL. You can add description if you want. You can also modify these options here if you desire. But when you're all done, go ahead and click Submit. Your video has now been added to the page, so when you click on it, it'll open in a new window, and you can watch the Collaborate Ultra session that you recorded.